In northern Arizona, just off historic Highway 66, in the small community of Peach Springs, located in the Hualapai Indian Reservation, this is the gateway to the only place in the 277-mile-long Grand Canyon where you can drive to the Colorado River. A permit is required, which can be purchased in person at the Hualapai Game and Fish office, or sometimes the trading post near the market, both in Peach Springs. Known as Diamond Creek Road, the route is primarily an unpaved road gradually proceeding downhill through a beautiful desert canyon framed by high cliffs and mesas. Diamond Creek Beach is popular for picnicking, fishing, swimming, and also as a regular pickup or drop-off spot for Grand Canyon rafting trips. From the beach, you can view upriver for quite a ways, watching for rafters who have likely spent the past week traversing the canyon and camping along the shore. You can also look downriver to view some minor rapids just downstream from where Diamond Creek empties into the Colorado River. A high-clearance four-wheel drive vehicle is recommended due to rough, rocky, and sometimes wet creek bed crossings, with significant rewards of spectacular scenery and river access at the end. Only open during daylight hours, the road can become impassable after heavy storms, so it is always a good idea to monitor weather patterns and be prepared for potential closures or rough conditions. The lower portion of this road follows along Diamond Creek, and in some cases actually drives along in the creek, crossing it several times before getting to a point where Diamond Creek heads up northeast into the mesas and the cliffs. I was out here in mid-November in the late afternoon, which is why I'm driving into the sun for a portion of this route, and it was absolutely beautiful scenery. The video and the pictures do not do it justice. Lots of green, lots of rock. The cliffs are towering above this canyon and this road. This is one of those roads or trails where you want to make sure you set aside sufficient time to drive slowly enough through to appreciate the beauty of this area. Many people think of Arizona just as desert and cactus, but there's a lot of greenery and a lot of trees around the rocks, and it's just a beautiful area. You really want to appreciate what you're driving through. Despite this being mid-November, I was really surprised how much water was flowing down through Diamond Creek at this time of year. It was amazing to me. It must have been a good winter just before this. Here is a short overview shot in Google Earth of the canyon that I am driving through, just to give you another perspective of the height and elevation of the surrounding mesas and cliffs. While I was down at the beach, one of the rafting expeditions actually landed, and the truck drove down with a special built trailer where they could load all the rafts up on that trailer and all the people that were on the raft, and they can ferry them along this road back out to Highway 66 and Interstate 40 and bring them back to the Grand Canyon area where they started their journey. Occasionally you may view a cloud of dust off in the distance in front of me on this road. That's from that truck with that trailer. I tried to give them enough spacing to get far enough ahead of me that I didn't see their dust, but they were driving pretty slow, which makes sense, hauling that trailer with all those rafts on it. If you're ever driving out in this area of Arizona, I highly recommend that you spend a few dollars for the permit and take this route. Spend a few hours enjoying the scenery and driving down to the Colorado River. Not everybody has the opportunity to drive actually to the Colorado River and the Grand Canyon. It's a beautiful side trip, and I highly recommend it. Thank you for joining me on this adventure and watching the video. I appreciate all the viewers. Take care, and we'll see you next time.